What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have a DC character, a fusion between Batman and Superman. So this is really cool. This was requested by CM Nate on Patreon. And this is really cool, I didn't even know this existed. So this is, what would you call it? The Bat of Steel. Super Bat. I don't know. Will it have a name? They might not give it a name. But it's from a comic and it's a cool drawing. So I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil and an eraser for these. Hit pause if I go too fast. Try have fun. Take your time. All that good stuff. What else? Oh yeah, I go straight in with the details. We just do the black line here. I think it's just easiest. If you're a construction line person, feel free to use those. Pause it. Look at the thumbnail. Do his circle for his head and all that, shoulders, and sketch it out lightly, and then come back for the details if you want. You can use these tutorials any way you want. I put them on YouTube for you guys to use. So, you know, even if you want to just trace it, go for it. Have fun. That's the main idea with art. Have fun, right? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Tell them I sent you. Anyway, let's go. So we're going to start with his eyes. Center point of my page is about here. Go up, over to the right. And curve it around. We're going to start with his eyebrow, right? So go down like so, curve it, and then it will tick back this way, right? Like that. Then you can do the same on the other side if you want to keep them sort of symmetrical-ish, right? Down, back that way. Things don't have to be exactly the same on both sides, just so you know. And then he's got this triangle like eye. So it goes like down there. And then across right to the middle of that frown, right? So that's our general shape for the eye. But it's like there's a black line around it, right? So this is like real thick around here. So you'll thicken this up and just leave that white section, just a thinner sort of white section inside here. So you're just darkening this. Right, so you're giving them these kind of intense looking squinty sort of eyes. Right. And you do the same thing on the other side. So it's like a triangle, so you'll go down, across to there, and you'll just make it slender, like leave a white thin sort of section, and the rest is dark around it, right? And again, they do not have to be exactly the same on both sides. They're not in the picture, so but I'm pretty happy with that. He's looking intense, right? Now, his face isn't visible in this, so we just have these lines sort of for his nose. Down there. Like another side line there. Something coming down his face. These things are drawn in because it's a comic book drawing, so they draw in these sort of lines on the face. Some sort of frown lines up here. Another sort of frowning wrinkle or something there. So his chin, right? So it's all the way down here. There's no mouth or anything, so it's just like this real square, you know, comic book square chin, right? Down like that. And then the jaw goes up the side like that, and you're sort of stopping at the edge of his eye there. And like his head is like tilted forward, so the jaw is like in line with the bottom of that nose line kind of thing. But then we go up the other side. We want to go for a real strong sort of jaw now, like big angles and Typical DC comic book hero, right? And then this goes up. This way. Right up the side of his face. And this is going to go all the way up to the ears, right? So it'll go like up this whole distance again to the top of his head. So like here to here, right? We'll bring it to the top of his head. So like the eyebrow, this whole space, we'll bring it all the way up to the top of his head. So I'll draw that in. So just here. Right, so here and here are about the same. Okay, that's your proportion of things. So this is like halfway to there. And then we will go up the side of his head. To the bat ears. Down. To there. And then we go up the other side. And down. Okay, so like that. And then, so this line keeps going down here and on this side as well. And then there's a line inside here. For the angles of the bat ears. And they have drawn in a line on the for his head, like for his temples, kind of coming down here. Goes all the way down to his eye. Which is interesting, you don't normally see that. It's like, down like so. And then sometimes they have like hatching and stuff come along the head up here. And this is optional. You don't have to draw this stuff in. There's also from the corner of his eyes a line that comes down like so, in, down for kind of like his cheekbone, where that would be to there. Do the same thing on this side. And again, there can be hatching lines and stuff if you want to do that kind of stuff. Okay, so his neck comes down from his jaw, like so. And then neck muscle lines inside here. And maybe an Adam's apple if you want to add one. Like so. So he's kind of hunched over. So what that means is trapezius is higher up on his neck because his head is like tilted forward. Right? So he's like leaning in this way. So that means his trapezius will come out here. Right? This is the starts of his neck and back. Like that. So there's 4 pads, right? So armored sort of pads, right? So one here. One here, and we'll give them a sort of an edge line just to show that they're kind of raised up a little bit. And then the next one, so you jump a little bit, right, and you'll add another one that goes down his shoulder to there, and then they're joined just sort of here with the line for his black costume. And then this comes down into there, and we'll give it kind of an edge just to, now there's lots of shading and shadow and all that on this, so you can do that if you want, but I'll just do it sort of in the simple way. Do the same thing on the other side, more or less. Doesn't have to be the exact same, because his arms are actually turned a different way to one another. you can thicken up some of these edge lines if you want. They're thicker in the picture I'm drawing from, so stuff like that kind of just makes them stand out a little bit more. All right, and then so this shoulder pad goes down like so. Give it an edge. Just a line like that down them. And then, so his chest muscles are inside here, right? So this goes, and they're done in real sort of angled, right? So it goes there. And then say here, and in. Right, and then where they meet the shoulder kind of goes that way. Like so. And then you have like a collarbone going this way, collarbone going that way. And then so we can see, so the arms are done in two different ways. So we've got the tricep on this side going down there, and the bicep coming out from his chest going into here. And sort of a bicep line here. And maybe like going up just into here, and like maybe some hatching just to show the top of the bicep there. And there's forearm off down my page, off there. So that's tricep, joins forearm. And then maybe some hatching just for that forearm there. And then the side of his body just comes out from here, like so. Then the other side, slightly different to this side now. It's turned a different way. So tricep goes out, down. His forearm sticks out here, goes down. And then we can see his side body first, and then the bicep. Sort of the back of his arm. Looking that way, like so. And then, so bicep will go sort of here, right? So it goes down into there, back up, into there, and then the shoulder line will be here, sort of. And some lines for his forearm there. And of course, this is all done with hatching and stuff, so. And like there's various dark shadows and stuff around. See, like on his chest, there's like another sort of line going, hatching line sort of going up that way. Another one starting sort of here. Right, so then inside here we have that crest, right? So it's a V, right? So it starts here and say to here, right? So we'll go all the way down to the middle. So we'll go down like so, and then we bring it back up to there, back in like this. It's the shape for the Superman crest basically, and then this goes down, back up, and joins that corner. So then we have the bat symbol mixed with the Superman symbol inside. So this is it's a little bit tricky. So we got like the bat ears first anyway to start us off. So it goes up, down, across, up, down, like that. Then this side is basically a wing, right? So it'll go out and it joins the edge, right? So it goes down to there. But it doesn't go the whole way. The other side goes around and joins the top of the S in Superman, right? So it goes all the way out there. And then this Comes down here, back to there. And then just down here we have the bottom of the bat. So it's got this tail. And then the rest of the wing. So it's classic Batman curves around like that and joins the edge. Again, it's like a mixture. So curves around like so. And then the other wing, got those spikes on the bottom. And then the outside of this wing and the S as well at the same time. And so it's like you can see the S kind of still, but it's more got a bat inside. And this goes out for the edge. So the outside edge is red and inside these parts are kind of yellow. All right, so say like there's another gap in that here. There's yellow in there and yellow in here. So then some abdominal lines kind of here. Some ribs and oblique muscles. As much of these now as you'd want. You can put some shadow underneath his armpit if you want. Some abs there. And he doesn't have a cape, but there seems to be like electricity all around him, right? So one comes off from his shoulder here. I don't know what's generating the electricity, but it's there, so I'll draw it in. So just these general sort of lightning shapes. And some stuff down here as well. And it's green for some reason. Another one. And you can thicken up your edge lines. Sometimes it helps. Right, and then color it in. So it seems like there's like this blending of black and to blue and then back to black on his arms down here. And a red mask and stuff. Pretty cool. So that's it. That's how to draw Superman Batman Fusion. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for the request, CM Nate. And if anyone else has requests like this that I don't normally do, head over to Patreon and I will get right on it if you can afford it, of course. Thanks.